Hey, gonna make another video on Bitcoin, some of my altcoins. Uh, yeah, I'm seeing on my 4 hour chart. This is my crystal ball indicator, Mr. Larry Williams indicator. It's called Williams Cycle Forecast. The 4 hour not looking too good till look like it could bottom out. This is on June 10th. Looks like around noon. That's UCT time, so take 5 hours off of that. You're looking at about 7 a.m. Central time, 8 a.m. Eastern. I got to turn my AC down, get a little hot in here. This hot laptop on my lap. So, you're below the cloud formation, Ichimoku cloud. That's weakness. It's got to get above this blue line. I forget what it's called, the Kenjin, the Tekin, whatever they call them. You got your baseline, you got your, whatever they're called. You can Google it. Look it up on YouTube or Investopedia. Your trailer line, it's broke below the cloud. Daily, weekly. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's below the cloud over here. That's bad. Below the cloud here. Below your both Kenjin, Tekin, red and blue lines. Weekly, let's see. Still above the cloud on the weekly. So technically that's, long-term bullish. I mean, if it could come down here, test the cloud, right around what, 26,000? Let's hope not. I hope it at least holds 30,000, but you're holding 32,000 right now. Not great, but you're getting a little 1 hour bounce actually. Put on the 1 hour. Yeah, you're coming off the bottom. Bottom today looks like 31,034. That was definitely a nice doji bottoming cloud. Now you're getting a blue neutral. Hopefully, this can turn into a green uptrend. Can't make any promises, but for now everything's kind of down to flat on your moving average, your VWAP. You haven't even reclaimed the VWAP yet, your volume weighted average price. Looks like it's somewhere around 32,554. To be exact, in 12 cents or 12 pennies, 12 whatever you want to call it. Now Larry Williams signal on a 1 hour, you have got a buy signal. If you want a short term, be a nice little short term bounce play. Could get a 7, 8, 9 count out of this. Most likely could retrace, bounce its head against the cloud. I'd love to see it bust through it. That'd be awesome, but right now it's not looking real great for the bulls. I got to admit, the bears definitely have the best of it. This was showing a bottom on June 8th on the hourly. Missed it by a little bit. I mean, it's still, it was showing 1 o'clock. Actually bottomed at 3. So he missed it by 2 hours. All right. Not terrible. It's not terrible. Let's see. Let's look at a couple of other ones. The really strong ones were Cardano and Matic. Hourly, they broke down just like everything else. You can see they were showing a bottom. It's not showing a true bottom. Now it's even showing even further out. Could be June 9th, could be June 11th. I don't know. Daily, let's look at a daily. Let's get a daily on it. You almost broke your cloud on the daily. It held it. I mean, over here it dipped below it and then closed above it. So, we need to see where it closes, 7 p.m. Central Time this afternoon. See what it does. I mean, that looks like a bottom right here. If you look down here on your cycle, June 8th looked to be the short-term bottom. Now you got another one over here, August 3rd. Yeah, definitely. July, possibly, June 23rd. I'm thinking we get a little rally here pretty soon. If not, sometime between now and the 12th, looks like to me, we should get some kind of uptrend started, some little rally till at least June 23rd. No guarantees, but I mean, at least you get that little bounce, and it looks like another little down tick, another little small bounce, and then looks like a big dip starting about July 8th. Maybe a good time to get out, I think. Sit on the sidelines a while, at least until August 3rd. That's not looking real great from July 8th to August 3rd. That could be a rough 30 days or whatever many days that is, but woo, easy there. Okay, so but I'm sure Bitcoin and everything else probably looking about the same. Let's see what it looks like on the daily. I didn't pull that up. Yeah, we're looking. Like I say, I was expecting a bottom June 8th, and it could bottom out. This could be the bottom. What's today? Today's the 9th, right? No, today's the 8th. Tuesday the 8th. Okay, so see what it does tomorrow. I mean, we really need a bounce. Wednesdays are notoriously not a great bullish day usually. So it may be Thursday before we get the bounce, but according to this, it should be bouncing tomorrow. And it should go up till June 23rd, kind of sideways to down. Or so you can say sideways till July 3rd, and then pretty good dip. It's showing down, till about August 3rd. And really, you got another dip over here, August 13th. August is going to be pretty choppy, it looks like. I mean, August 3rd, you might get a little bit of a rally. Hold on till maybe August 10th. Pretty much sideways action from the 3rd to the 10th. And then probably another dip into the second half of August is what it looks like. But no guarantees, it's all subject to, whatever Elon does on his Twitter, or, if some big news comes out, El Salvador, whoever, accepts Bitcoin as their legal tender. I mean, that could turn things around. Some of these, hedge funds, Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, if they get their ETFs approved, from the SEC, that could turn it around. XRP, they win their lawsuit, that could turn things around. So we've got future news. You have future catalysts that could spin this back, positive, could spin it bullish. I mean, I really think the whales are just using, FUD and negative news and, pressure to shake out the weak hands, and then they're loading their balance sheets up. I mean, you just saw just the other day, Michael Saylor is loading up $400 million, I believe. And he's going to buy some more Bitcoin with it, So, I mean, I think just follow what the whales are doing, man. I mean, that's all I know to do. I mean, because they're the smart money. I mean, they're you can go to, I think, like CoinDesk.com. I think you can bring up that news event if you can find it. Let's go over here, top White House. Let's see, where's that news event? El Salvador. Yeah, I mean, that was the big news. El Salvador's Yeah. 10 days. Hong Kong. Amazon looks to hire blockchain staffers. That's interesting. That might be a good article to read. Ripple proposes adding federated side chains. I don't know what that is, but yeah, anyways, you can find it. If you search Michael Saylor, probably. Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor news. Terra Monetary, crypto, money. Carl Icahn. That's back in May. I don't know. There's all kind of crypto news. You probably just find it on Google. Michael Saylor news. I don't even know if I'm spelling his last name right. Michael Saylor. Yeah, that's it. Here it is. Michael Saylor raising $400 million of debt to acquire more Bitcoin. That was June 7th news. Here we go. So yeah, I mean he's raising more money. I mean that's a micro strategy. I believe they're a hedge fund. Yeah, so I mean he owns 2.251 billion in Bitcoin right now. Holds 92,000 Bitcoins. So yeah, this dude's. I mean he's one of the biggest. Definitely one of the top 5 Bitcoin holders. Where's that at? That's on Insider. What is this? Markets.businessinsider.com. All right. Anyway, keep an eye on that. Well, as far as the charts go, here's my this is Bitcoin on a 1-hour basis, 1-hour chart. You go over here to Market Cipher B. Definitely in a downtrend. Obviously, you got your downward momentum. This is your anchor wave, though. I mean, drop below your -60 right here. This is a bottoming event. You get you've got your snake eyes here, your double green dots within a short time frame. June 7th, 8 o'clock. June 7th, 11 o'clock. That's Central Time, I believe. I changed my trading view to read Central Time instead of UCT time down here. But so anyway, and then you've got your trigger wave right here. This prints a green dot anytime soon. That'd be confirmation. You go to the 4-hour time frame, see what it's doing. You got an anchor wave forming on the 4-hour also. If you flip this, I actually had an alert that went off on my Williams percent R on a 4-hour. I thought it was on this ticker symbol on Binance BTC USDT 4-hour. It could have been Heikin Ashi. It could have been Heikin Ashi. Still looking negative. It tried to recover on this candle, and then now it's headed back down on the 4-hour. You go to regular candlesticks. You got your green candle here on a 7. Let me zoom this in so you can see a little better. So you got your green candle. You broke your support on your triangle support line. It was back here yesterday at around 3 o'clock. Confirmed 4-hour broken trend support. I probably should have had a stop loss in right there. Took the loss. You buy it lower, but I mean, you just never know. I mean, you try to catch a falling knife, you're going to get cut every time. So, some of the guys I'm following, one of them thinks it's going to come back up and retest this 35,000 zone. If it doesn't close above it, it's probably headed back down to 30,000. Going to retest today's low is 31,000. Could retest 30,000. The Mango Research that I follow, he's saying, we have a major daily bearish pennant. This will be your flagpole. That's your pennant flag right here. If you measure this, measure from here to probably here or here, and you take this line where it breaks, probably support right here and measure down. He says it could go down to 14,000 on Bitcoin. I hope that's I hope that's wrong, because that'd be pretty rough to have to sit through that. But I guess if it does, I don't know. If you don't have some money, maybe sell your house, sell your cars, load the truck. I think, because it's going to be a buying opportunity of a lifetime. We missed the COVID, dump. If you'd have bought during COVID last March, that was the ultimate buying opportunity, I think. But I thought we were headed into a Great Depression. Is what I thought. I should have known. Knowing what I know now, I know, when the markets and everything, the world's falling apart, the Federal Reserve has to step in. They have to print money. They have to take interest rates to zero. They do it every time since, pretty much since they've come into existence. That's the only way they know how to prevent, global economic Armageddon. They step in, and they have to do that. They have to have that option to print money and take interest rates to zero to stimulate the economy. Global, economic markets. They prop up the stock market. They prop up, currencies, futures, bonds. That's all they know how to do, and that's really the only saving grace that we have, I guess. According to Larry Williams, he said he used to hate them. He wanted to audit them, abolish the Fed. But he said without them and without that option, every time we went through a major recession or something, we would have to go through a Great Depression type liquidation where the assets get sold off. People file bankruptcies. Banks are filing bankruptcy. You have bank runs. You have, and the way our bank system is set up right now, if there was a bank run, if everybody shows up tomorrow, Wells Fargo, any bank, and they say, we want our money, the cash isn't there. They only have 20-30% cash reserves on hand. They've started loaning out. They used to only loan out our savings money. Now they're loaning out your checking account money. So as soon as your paycheck hits the bank, they're loaning that stuff out. Sometimes 3 to 10 times leverage. That's how little they value the U.S. dollar. They don't want to hold it either. So there's a major selling point to cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, because there's only so much, there's only 21 million that's ever going to be minted or coined or mined or whatever you want to call it. I get it now. I'm starting to slowly get it. But right now it's not looking great, but this could always turn around. Who knows? Who knows how far it could go? There's one indicator that I learned from Larry Williams. We can pull it up, see where we can research it right quick. You go to a weekly basis. You go to your rate of change indicator. You put it on a 13-week, which is what I have it on. He says when this hits, most of the time, when it hits a negative 15 on a weekly basis on the stock market. Now, this is S&P 500 or Dow Jones. So I don't know. I haven't tested it or back tested and see, what's the lowest it's ever been, on these crashes. I would think March of last year would have been a really good indication. It appears it got pretty close to negative, 40, negative 50. We're at a negative 45 now. Looks like we touched negative 50 over here. We're just about to it again. That's That's a pretty good bottom indication, I would think. And we could change. We could go back. I wish this thing would let me highlight it. Let's go back. 20 years? I don't know how far back Bitcoin goes back. I mean, how far they'll let us chart it. Looks like 2014 as far as they'll let me chart it. Let's see if it'll let me inspect it. These numbers change? No, it does not. Let's see, where was your 2017 crash? Looks like right here. Somewhere around negative 60, maybe negative 50s. 56, 55s. Yeah, I'd say you're really worst of the worst. I mean, it appears to be somewhere around that probably 40 to 55 zone. Can't really tell exactly. Something I don't really like about stock charts deal. We could try to put it on this, see if it'll work. Let me take this off and we'll throw it on. See if they got a rate of change on this thing. I bet they do. Rate of change. How about this ROC? Okay, you got a ROC. Rate of change. Yeah, I got it indicated right there. Alright, let's throw that on there. Where is it at? EMA. I'm running out of space, I guess. There we go, rate of change. Alright, we'll change it. Come over here, input. We'll put it on 13. This will actually show us our zero line, negative, or zero line. Okay, yeah, zero. Yeah, alright. Okay, let's go to a weekly time frame. Let's go auto fit. Let's see. Let's bring up March. March bottom appears to be negative 24. Negative 22. Okay. Let's pull it back till, we can go back to 2017. How far does this one go back? This one goes back August of 2017. So yeah, here we go. All right, let's go. There was your top. Where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Yeah, 2019 got pretty bad. Right in here, December. We had a negative 50 on your rate of change. Yeah, there's negative 40, negative 50. Yeah, negative 43. So yeah, you know, I'd say you're negative 40 to 50. Your March was pretty bad. It only hit negative 24. Wish I could put an average on that. Rate of change with an average on it, but I'm sure there's a way to pull the data, but I don't have that capability. Yeah, it's like, you know, you can go all the way back to August 17, kind of see, you know, these lows. You can see, you know, where your negative hit before it finally bottoms out, you know. I'd say you're negative 56. 50 to 55 probably. Probably a pretty good indication. That's about as low as it's been since 2017. Yeah, we keep an eye on that. You know, I mean, that's really all you can do is use past performance, for try to get your history, We're doing a 2-year. What do we do on this thing? Let's just do a 1. Let's do a 1 year. Yeah, here we go. All right, so like I say, on a weekly now, you're at a negative 49 right now on a weekly basis. That's ADX. Now, rate of change, you're at a 45, negative 45. So yeah, that's, this weekly could go to a negative 100 on the Williams. I've seen stuff bottom out, on that. Let's look at it on a daily. Usually you get a negative 100 on a Williams. That pretty much says you bottomed out. I've got my blue line set here, probably for negative 99. Yeah, right here, negative 99 horizontal. Williams, yeah. And we touched it. What is this, a day or two ago? Negative 99. Put my daily up. You don't need this really, but I guess we can leave it on there. Rate of change. Yeah, let's just take it off. So we could add the Keltners back on there. I like my Keltner channel just to kind of see where it might go. I try to leave it on a 21, multiplier of 3, close exponential ATR. I put that on a 21. Style upper, I make that red. That's your upper channel. I turn the middle off. Basis lower. I want that red. Background I turn off. So my red channel here, this red, it's like a Bollinger Band almost. They call it Keltner bands. I think Alexander Elder came up with this. If you highlight it, your current candlestick, you can put a weekly or daily. Yeah, it's saying it could definitely dip to 26.5 is where it could go. Could dip outside of it. I mean, there's right here we broke outside of it. Actually closed really close. Probably closed a little bit below it right here. Looks like that was 37.1, and we closed at 36.6. 37. Yeah, we did. We closed outside of it right there. Next week, next day, we got back inside of it, but went sideways. That's a pretty bad signal. So that's what I'm seeing. It's bad that we broke, our trend line here. Your horizontal support, I think, anywhere between 31 to 30,000. If we close below 30,000, I'd say on a daily basis, that's not good. It could get really rough if we close below 30,000. Now you can come over here and we can pull the. Another thing I noticed last night, I set up all my Fibonacci retracement levels. Bring this up on a big zoom in so you can see it. Here's my Fibonacci chart, retracement levels. Here's your percentage zones. So your 0.38, that's a 38% retracement. Bitcoin didn't even get back up to that. It should have got back up to this, 43,000.8, 43,800 something, whatever it is, 843. We really need to close above this 46.8, 46.9 to get a 50% retracement. You need that to close above that on a weekly basis. According to Larry Williams, with stocks, the S&P and the Dow, he says if you ever close above that 50% retracement on a weekly basis, it'd be on a Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time, it's usually back off to the races, back into another bull trend, another bull run. I'm testing that theory with crypto. I don't know for sure if it works. I haven't back tested it. I haven't, went back and looked at, the major crashes or whatever and tested it. But, I need to, but just getting the time to do it. So, well, I'll keep an eye on that, see what it does. I'm sure we could pull it up. We could pull it up right now if you want to. Let's see. Where was a nice little correction? And this Binance doesn't go back very far, but how far does this go back daily? Here we go. Here's a March crash. That'd have been a nice little. Let's test that one out. All right, pull your Fibonacci on it. Go from the high to the low. So your 50% retracement was right at about 7,500, somewhere in there. When it broke that, that's your, let's see, which one is that? That's this one right here. Okay. Could draw a line on that, but yeah, it looks like, when it broke out above that, 7,500, yeah, it was a pretty nice little uptrend ever since then. It wasn't just straight up, but you're never going to get straight up. Over here's where you had August, had a nice run. Got a little choppy, September. Pretty much gave up all your profit that you made in July and August and September. Coming in pre-election, got a little dicey. Got in these 10,000, 11,000 range, but broke out right here. Broke out above this previous zone, or you could have went this zone right here, this resistance level at 11.9 to this one up here, 12,000, 12.2. That was a nice breakout candle day right there, man. That one, and this, who knows, this could have been when Elon tweeted that he bought Bitcoin or whenever he did. I don't know when he tweeted it. That's when you got your explosion, super massive blow off, almost parabolic run. One thing about parabolic, when it starts getting really steep, just straight up, it's not going to sustain that forever. This thing ran a lot longer than I thought it would, but you just never know where the top's going to be. Nobody knows for sure. Nobody's got a crystal ball, but at least as far as I know, yeah, looks like, the 7,500 zone was, man, if I'd have known that little trick back, during the COVID crash, that was, that was a nice buy zone. That would have been an awesome buy zone, but, it's what it is, nobody knows which one's which here. Turn that one off. Really, like the sniper guy says, you don't have to chart all of your different coins. they're all pretty much the same. They all look like, Bitcoin's chart pretty much. You pull a daily on Cardano, it's the same thing. You got your same trend line that's been broken. Same thing right here. You broke it 2 days ago, or whatever day this was. Yeah, yesterday. Broke it. I think it was around 3 o'clock on the hourly time frame. When you broke down right here, probably it's probably over here. I guess around, yeah, right there. That major red candle down right there. That was pretty much broken trend line. I wasn't watching that. I should have been, but at this point, I mean, you're already down. If you haven't sold already, I don't know. I mean, you're going to be taking a huge loss. If this thing goes below 30,000, yeah, it's going to be a train wreck. It's going to hurt. But, I mean, at this point, I don't know. I think you almost just have to hold it. You just close your eyes and bite your tongue, swallow the blood. That's all I know to do. I mean, I wish I had, another 50 grand, 100 grand to put in it. This thing hit, Bitcoin hits 20 to 14 grand. I mean, I think you need to load the truck, but I mean, there's nothing saying it can't go back down to 3 or 4,000 like it did during COVID. I mean, I don't know how far they're going to push it down. I mean, I know these hedge funds and the billionaires are kicking themselves because they didn't buy, back during COVID. Who knows? They may want to give themselves a second opportunity to buy even cheaper. I mean, I'm sure they're buying dollar cost averaging all the way down, but I mean, I guess you could do that. You could get these key support, levels. I've got it listed on. Let's see, BTC. I've got more support zones marked up here, I believe. I did have. Where are we at? Daily. Yeah, let's go to that day. I know it's a mess. I apologize for the 900 support zones, but the yellow ones are weekly, and the red ones are daily. I used to have them even 4 hours in there too, but so yeah, we've broken this weekly for now of 33,000. That's not good. We really need to hold this 30,000 zone, 30,400. If not, I would say we could test this 26,000. Would be the next key level. Nobody wants to think about that, but yeah, it's possible. After that, I'm seeing 18,000. There again, I really hope it doesn't get that bad, but your Bollinger, your Keltner zone daily is showing right around that 26,000. So there again, just a matter of how much pain are you willing to take. If this bounces and gets to the 35,000 zone, you could what you call cut your losses. I guess you're not taking profit. You're cutting your losses is what you're doing, and you'll be sitting in cash. Where if it does go to 20,000, 18,000, 26,000, you're buying a lot cheaper. Hoping for the bounce. I mean, you wait on your signals, I guess, daily, weekly. You get a daily, Williams bounce, or especially on a weekly basis. That's probably what I'd do. Wait on a weekly Williams to confirm. I'd want to wait till a Sunday, where it closes the candlestick out on a Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time. And if this Williams is above -80, that's a pretty strong buy signal. I mean, you can come back here, pull it up on a weekly basis, and see how many we've had in the last year. You had this one. This was a head fake on a weekly basis. So usually it doesn't get very many weekly dips, but this was October of 19, looks like. That was a nice buy signal. I mean, didn't have huge price action on it, but here was another one. I mean, you got head faked, dipped down again. Your second rally, that was a nice recovery. Looks like your March, your COVID crash, it didn't even get below -80. Like it touched it and then just exploded to the upside. But your RSI broke down, didn't go below 30. weekly. That's a bullish signal, but it is below 50 right now, which indicates, the bears have the best of it. When you're below 50 on your RSI, it's not a great time here. Your PMO or PPO, that was a momentum oscillator. I mean, this thing was breaking down weekly time frame back in March. It was telling you that there was a problem. Your MACD broke down on a weekly, April, May. Confirmed. Now it's widening. Your OBV, it looks like it bottomed, and now it's headed back up. On a temporary time frame, your 10-week moving average has rolled over. It looks like it's flattening, so it could be curving on the upside. Hopefully, we can get all this, turned around, start going back the other way. That'd be a good positive sign. Your momentum, Bitcoin's been underperforming. Your red line is measured against the S&P 500. So, since February, March, you'd been better off have your money sitting in the S&P 500 fund, SPX or SPY. The green line's your momentum. Weekly momentum just headed south pretty much since January. Wow. Can't believe I missed all these major signals. Hindsight's 2020, I guess, but right here on your PPO MACD on a 440 setting, it topped out. It's been headed nothing but down pretty much. I'd say since the end of February, 1st of March. You were definitely getting some sell signals. Your elder impulse system is your red, green, blue. When your candles turn blue, that's neutral. That's usually a really good time to sell half. You had your green candles. You could have sold half. I know when it hits this 3x Keltner band, that's your green band. When it got close, it hit your 2x, I think. Over here at 65,000 on a weekly basis. That's pretty strong price action. Hit 61 right here. That was super overbought right here. That's a nice place to take profit. You could have sold half right there. I'm sure Ethereum looks the same, pretty much. Now Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin. We can pull Ethereum right quick. ETHUSD. Let's pull it up. Yeah, your weekly Ethereum is at a negative 20 or 29. Hasn't went negative yet. Can't believe that, but Ethereum is actually stronger than Bitcoin. It didn't dip as hard. It stayed above the 21 for the most part. It dipped just below it, closed above it right here on your 21 EMA weekly moving average. Still above it. Still holding above it. There's no guarantees what it's going to do next week, but RSI lost momentum big time right here. What was that, like end of April, 1st of May? That was a major sell signal, I would say. It held the 50, bounced, but now it's retesting. It looks like it's retesting the support zones. Your MACD's rolled over. That's a sell signal right there. Your black line crossed your red. It's on a weekly basis, so this is more long term. There's no guarantees what's going to do. Your PPO, you lost it back early May, sell signal. We had another one, February, March. Gave us a little head fake, regained, into April, coming into May, and then crossed back over, sold off. That's That's a pretty weak signal. Yeah, your S&P 500 line, you've lost it. I think you'd have been better off put your money in S&P 500. You know, you missed all this this rally right here. We was on euphoria, cloud nine. You know, thought it's just headed to the moon, but there's a parabolic move. You can see, you know, it's headed at like a 45-degree angle right here, slow and steady, and then it just boom takes off parabolic. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of pretty much straight up. It can't sustain that. Eventually, it's going to run out of gas, it's going to run out of steam. When it does, that's, you know, that's when you get your dump, get your crash. Come back down to the reset line, back to the mean reversion, which is your 21 pretty much. Exponential moving average. You could go to your 10 week, 10 or 13 week, pretty much. Yeah, it's your center, Keltner price zone, which is, and looks like somewhere around 2,400. Yeah, that's right where we're at right now. Pretty much reset. Sure, Bitcoin did the same thing. And it actually went below it. Your dotted line right here, your red dotted line. That's your 13.1 Keltner. Looks like the middle is around 43,000. 43,481. So you dip below that. Now you've got to reclaim this 21 exponential moving average weekly. Or if you can't reclaim it, this is gonna be in a bearish trend for till it does. Most likely, I would guess you're probably gonna come down here and touch your cloud. It's, you know, somewhere in that 25, 26,000 zone, be my guess. But I mean, it could touch the bottom of the cloud. That'd be, I don't know, what is that, about 22,000? Looks like. We can inspect it, get an exact number. Let's see, where's that at? Yeah, somewhere 22, 22.5, 22.9. Over here's your top of the cloud, you know, 27, 28,000 zone. Yeah, well, I guess that's about all I'm seeing. I guess we just gotta wait, see what it plays out, see where it goes. We'll keep an eye on it, keep you all updated. Be sure to hit the like button, share it with your friends, share it on social media, share it with all your friends and family. I hate to be the, you know, negative Nelly, you know, but you got to call a spade sometimes, you know. I mean, you can't sugarcoat, you know, when it looks bearish, you got to say it's bearish. I mean, they say the worst thing to be is a bull in a bear cycle, because you'll lose your shirt, especially if you're trading this, you know. It'd actually be probably a good idea if this thing bounces back 35,000, sell it all, short it back on the dip, you know. Let it ride down to this 25, 26,000 zone. Cover your short sell, buy it back. Hopefully it rallies, but I mean that's what a smart trader would probably do. But I mean, I know it's, you know, it's not easy to do that. Anyway, that's all I got for now. We'll end this video. Catch y'all later.